Hi, welcome to Simple Facts History. Today, different one. We're just going literally from Putney to Blackfriars on the river. We're just about to head under Putney Bridge. There's Victorian buildings across the road, very interesting. People still live in them now, but a lot of them are bars and pubs. The church, I believe, is St Margaret's. That is a 14th, 15th century church. We're passing under Wandsworth Bridge now. Now, the history of London is inextricably entwined with the Thames. If the Thames wasn't successful, London wouldn't have been successful. The Romans wouldn't have landed here. The livery companies wouldn't have settled here. London wouldn't have expanded as an economic centre for the whole of the planet. So you look at these flats and houses along here, they're all designed to look like a ship in a harbour along the side of the Thames. These longboats could have been used for anything. Nowadays, a lot of these are houseboats that just literally people live in. They're fantastic. In the good old days, these would have been workhorses. There would have been thousands of these going up and down the Thames all the time. So this is Chelsea Bridge, an actually really good example of surviving Victorian ironwork. So this is the Albert Bridge, obviously built by Queen Victoria in memoriam of Prince Albert. It's very typical Victorian spires and metalwork. Now look at the decoration within each of the fittings cut into the metal. So, going past the Chelsea Physic Garden, this is the Peace Pagoda. That's the Chelsea Barracks, the home of the legendary Chelsea pensioners. That's going to be a video in its own right when we go there. This is the new Battersea Bridge we've just gone under. So we are now at Battersea Power Station. For years, this was one of the biggest coal-driven power stations in Britain. Closed down in the 80s, had multiple plans put forward for a multiplicity of uses. Now it's houses, entertainment complex, shops. So that is the lift that takes you all the way up the chimney and gives you an incredible 360-degree panorama view of the City of London and Metropolitan London. They're two different things, but they're all part of London. So this is the new apartment development in the 9 Elms area in London, served by Battersea obviously, but very easy to walk into the city from here, or indeed get any number of tube lines, or of course the boat. So the bizarre cube in front of you is actually the new American Embassy, designed by Kieran Timberlake. It won the design to make it in 2010 and was built around 2020. So this is MI6. It's the home of British intelligence services. Of course, most people think this is where James Bond hangs out. Interesting, they've got a replica rotunda there, maybe the Temple of Jupiter, who knows? We've just gone under Vauxhall Bridge, which if you want to see incredible statues of the knights, this is where it is. This is the millbank. So we're just coming under Lambeth Bridge. You will see now directly in front of us. This is Lambeth Palace and St Mary. There's Lollard's Tower. This is a 15th century tower. Most of the complex is 17th century. The church, however, St Mary Lambeth, this is 14th century. So we are about to go past Westminster Palace, the Houses of Parliament. Originally this royal palace, and it's still a royal palace, was built for Edward the Confessor. The current building you're looking at now is pretty much the 1700s, and Big Ben, which is not the name of the tower, it's the name of the bell inside the tower, is contained within Elizabeth Tower. It's just undergone maybe a 10-15 year restoration project. Looks magnificent. It's still the main seat of power for Parliament today, and it's divided into two places, House of Commons and House of Lords. Those of you that saw the video I did earlier on when I was dressed up as a beadle for Samuel Pepys Day will know what a beadle is, because Black Rod is probably the most famous beadle in the whole of London and probably the world. So this is the old GLC headquarters. It's now a complete education centre with all sorts of things. The London Aquarium's there. It used to have art galleries, all sorts of things. The most interesting thing about it now, of course, is the London Eye. The London Eye is well worth a visit if you get a chance. That will give you, once you're at the top, an incredible view of the whole of London. The other thing about the London Eye is it was supposed to be ready for the millennium, so 2,000 people were supposed to be able to use it. That was delayed until 2001. This is Westminster Bridge, built in 1750, just to basically link North and South London. Very easy now to get to the Houses of Parliament by crossing over that. In front of us now we've got the Hungerford and the Golden Jubilee Bridge. They're a combined bridge. The Hungerford Bridge is obviously 1864, the Golden Jubilee 2002. So you're currently looking at the Royal Air Force War Memorial. There are several in the area, the main one being Cenotaph at Whitehall, but that one is specifically for the Royal Air Force. This is the Waterloo Bridge, presumably replacing the old Waterloo Bridge that was built to commemorate the Battle of Waterloo, unsurprisingly. So the Royal Festival Hall, nowadays, this is an absolutely wonderful festival venue. You can go and listen to any form of music there. They've had everyone there from the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra all the way up to Killing Joke, really. Now, right in the background, you can see the Shard. This is still currently the tallest point in the whole of Western Europe, if you go right to the top. Cleopatra's Needle, the oldest object in London architecturally, was sent over to us in the 19th century. That needle is about 3,500 years old. This is the National Theatre, built in the 1960s. Huge theatre, really, really useful, built in the brutalist style. I'm not altogether sure that I like the design, but they're not going to be knocking it down anytime soon. That ship is the HMS Wellington. Until recently, that was the headquarters for the Worship Company of Master Mariners. This is the Sea Containers Hotel. It is literally made of sea containers. It's incredible. Great cocktail bars as well. The pub there is the Doggett. We're now going under Blackfriars Bridge, and we are nearly there. These columns are what's left of the old Blackfriars Bridge. Straight ahead of us you can see the Millennium Bridge and London Bridge. London Bridge, really interesting. If you look just to the right of London Bridge, you can see the Worshipful Company of Fishmongers. Just in front of you, just underneath the Millennium Bridge, you've got the Globe Theatre. And that, of course, is the Tate Modern, which used to be an old power station. That was just a taste of the Thames from Putney to Blackfriars. We got here safe and sound. If you like this video, click like, share and subscribe. Thanks a lot.